Hey everybody, what is going on today? Welcome to the channel. Today we've got a hitting attribute video. We're going to go over all of the hitting attributes in great detail. What are they? What do they mean? I have a cough drop. Sorry about that. I'm a little hoarse today. But yeah, we're going to go over all of that stuff, man. It's going to be awesome. Do me a favor, as always, smash that like button, man. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. It's pretty crazy, man. This is pretty crazy. We are 6 subs as I'm recording this away from 3,000. 4 weeks ago, we hit 2,000, so I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Make sure you're subscribed. We'll be doing the giveaway on July 4th here on the channel, live on the stream, Subscriber Sundays at 11 a.m. Central. All right, July 4th for this Fernando Tatis. It's down here. Fernando Tatis Jr. autographed baseball. All right, we'll be doing that July 4th, 11 a.m. But you guys catch me today at 2 o'clock on Twitch because you have to be followed over there as well to make sure that you enter the giveaway. All right. So let's go ahead and get right to the video. But first, make sure to check out ahmlb.com where you guys can get cheap stubs and finish those collections. Get 20% off now through July 5th and an additional 5% with code BIG. All right, you guys. So like I said, we're going to go over all of the hitting attributes. We're going to explain them in great detail, tell you everything about them because we've got a lot of new players in the community this year. And there's a lot of questions that I get asked. So I want to tell everybody about them and just kind of break it all down. Tomorrow we'll be doing the pitching video, all right? Breaking down the exact same thing. But today we're going to be going over this Wander Franco card. It doesn't really matter what card you're going over. All the cards are the same. But this card's pretty cool in particular right now because until June 29th, you can actually go earn this card for free by completing 5 moments. 5 moments. That's it, man. It takes like 5-10 minutes. Seriously. I did it real quick last night. You get the card for free. After that, it goes back to a Diamond 91. It's still a great card. It's free. Go do it. All right. So we're going to look at these attributes though real quick. Let me move the camera up here out of the way. Obviously, we're going to do that. I don't want to be in the way here while we're talking about attributes, and that's exactly where it was. So, all right, here we go. We've got contact attributes. What is the contact attribute? What does it control? What does it mean? It actually controls one of the 3 types of PCI. If you guys know through your PCI settings, you actually have the inner, outer, and center PCI, okay? And you can change the settings on those in your hitting settings at any time in the game or from the main menu as well. Excuse me. That contact number is actually going to represent your inner PCI and the size of it, all right? It's going to really be the surface area for where you make good contact, okay? So like I said, there's 3 different types. So this doesn't always depend on if you're using zone though. This is for directional or analog, anything. You still have a surface area PCI, even if you can't see it like with directional or something, okay? So you still have it. Now, the power number is going to be a little bit different. The power number is going to actually represent the center PCI. The very center PCI, like when you see your feedback actually come back to you, if you don't use the center PCI while you're swinging, when you see the feedback, it's going to be that center circle that you get, all right? And then you're going to have a little bit of a darker circle and then, or a lighter circle, and then a really light circle on the outside. Now, what that number is going to be represented by is going to be your vision. Your vision is going to be that completely outside PCI, that total, it's the outer PCI is what it's considered. And then the inner, like I said, is your vision. And then the center is going to be your power. So those are the 3 PCIs. That's your 3 main hitting numbers. All right, now what you want to do is try to keep that contact number as high as you possibly can with any hitter that you can, of course, because you want the largest, greatest contact or good contact area that you can possibly get, okay? Now the power number, obviously, yeah, you want it up. It's just a bonus. It's a bonus, right? So of course we want power. Power is really OP in the game. That's what we really want. Vision is not as significant if you are a zone player. If you are a directional player, it's very significant. Analog, I believe, as well. So, all right. So the next number we're going to move on to is plate discipline. And plate discipline used to actually exist in the game. Now it doesn't exist unless it's in simulated games. I don't know why they leave these things on the card, but they still do for some reason. So plate discipline used to represent your ability to check swing. A lot of people complained in MLB The Show 20 that it was too easy to check swing. And so they removed the ability of plate discipline from working from online play and in the game when you're playing. Now it only affects, like I said, simulated games. It's bizarre to me. I don't know why it's on the card. It's stupid. There's going to be a pitching one tomorrow we're going to talk about too. It's the same thing. Just dumb. All right. So clutch. The next one is CLT. It's going to be your clutch. All right. And that play the batting discipline there is or plate discipline is going to be DISC. That's what it is. I'm sorry. So let me just cover what they are in case anybody's questioning. But clutch, CLT, all right? That's going to be your ability to hit with runners in scoring position, all right? So what it's going to do is, let's say you're facing a pitcher that has a low clutch number. He doesn't have a really high clutch number, and you've got a runner on second base. You're going to get a little bit of a larger PCI. It's going to give you just a little bit of a boost to your PCI is what it feels like. And you'll notice just a minor difference. It's very minor, all right? But they're going to give you just a little bit of a boost. Now, if you're facing a pitcher that has high clutch as well, it cancels out. That's why it's a good reason to use pitchers that have high clutch. We'll go over that tomorrow, though, like I said. All right, so bunt. Bunt, that's pretty self-explanatory, right? It's spelled out for us. So bunting, we know what the bunting attribute is. I'm kind of surprised he doesn't have a little bit higher bunting attribute. I know he's a power hitter and can hit from both sides of the plate. Great, but he's got that speed, you know, so sometimes you just kind of figure speed guys might have it. But all right, so bunting is obviously just when you press the triangle or the, it's going to be, I guess, the Y button on Xbox before the swing, and you hold it out there and you're waiting for the pitch to come, all right, with the bunt. I need to hold it up a little bit so you can see my hands, I guess. All right, so the next one is debunt. What is debunt? Drag bunt. Drag bunt, drop bunt, whatever. It's drag bunt. All right, so it's when you actually, the pitch is coming, it's on its way, and you try to time it and bunt with it. You bunt with the pitch as it's coming and move the bat at the same time, all right? So that's what drag bunt's gonna be. Your durability. Durability is not really efficient for hitters. It doesn't matter at all because we don't have injuries or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about that. Durability is something that doesn't affect the hitting cards in one way at all. I don't even know why. It's another one. I don't know why it's on here, man. Maybe for if you want to play a league play or something like that, and you can set the settings to work for injuries or something. I really don't know, but I don't know why it's on in DD. So, but anyway, here we go. The next one, we're going to move on to the green ones here. We've got fielding. Now, these are the fielding stats. These are very important. Fielding is going to base your defensive rating and what your shield is while you're playing on the field, all right? So a 90 and above is going to, in the fielding stat, it's the only one that determines what your actual shield is on the field when your player's fielding the ball. All right, that's going to be a 90 and above is going to be diamond. All right, an 80 and above is going to be gold. I believe it's 79 to 75 is silver, and then 74 to 70 is bronze, or 65 is bronze. And you get where I'm going. After that, it goes common. Anyway, so kind of like the cards. It falls kind of similar to the cards, but not quite. So like I said, 90 is diamond. So right now he's gold, but you can get him to diamond with paralleling the card. All of that will raise cards up to 5 points. So that's the fielding attribute. That's going to be how well he fields the ball, how quickly he gets, not how quickly he hits the ball. It's going to be how well he fields the ball. Pretty much his percentage rate almost in a weird way. But don't worry, it'll be better than 87%. That's very good. Anything gold or diamond is going to be pretty good. All right, not the arm is the next one. 92 on this one he has. So that's arm strength. That's what that's going to be. So a shortstop, you want him to have a little bit higher arm strength to be able to throw the ball across the diamond. A third baseman, the same thing. A second baseman, you don't care. That doesn't really matter. He's just tossing the ball to first typically, or making a throw over to second. Now, occasionally maybe to third or home as a cutoff man or something, but typically most of his throws are going to be short throws. So you don't have to worry about it. Third base and shortstop, that's where you're gonna need the arm strength at, as well as the outfield too. Okay, so the outfield, obviously, left field you can let it go a little bit, but right field you want your highest arm strength always because he's making the furthest throw from right field to third base. All right. So the next one we're going to go over is accuracy, ACC. That's arm accuracy. Now, I don't know why, but I don't use button accuracy in the fielding. I just use buttons. I'm old. It's easy, whatever. So I don't use it. Now, if you're somebody like me who just uses buttons, arm accuracy and that attribute is very important. Now, if you are somebody who uses button accuracy, which is the interface when you're actually throwing, button accuracy, then that's going to bring up the meter while you're throwing. And this is going to determine how large your like green meter is and how easy it is to make a good throw. All right, that's going to be your accuracy. So reaction. Now reaction is going to be how quickly they react to the ball once it's hit. You know, are they going to get a great jump to the ball? Are they going to move, real quickly to a ground ball and for a shortstop? In the outfield, this is very important. You don't want a ball hit over your head. You don't want to miss it by the last step because your guy got a bad jump. So reaction is very important. Now we're going to move on here. The speed numbers. Speed numbers are important to me. I love speed on the team. So the first number obviously is just your speed. Now, it is weird. Some cards will be like an 82, 83 speed, 84 speed, and they'll seem slow. Wander Franco doesn't seem slow. I've played with him. He doesn't seem slow in the game at all, but some cards just feel like they play a little slower than what it is. And you're like, man, why is that? Like, why? They don't feel like they're like, no urgency to get there. We'll get to that in just a second, okay? The next one's going to be your steal number. All right, your steal number is going to determine one thing. It's going to determine how quickly they get a jump when you're stealing. When you steal, you have zero control over actually how quickly you get that jump, all right? You think you might have manual control over it. You don't. It's completely based on the game and this attribute. It's the steal attribute. That's something they could make where we can actually have control of. Maybe that would be cool. But for right now, no, it is just the steal attribute. He does not have a very high steal attribute. He's not going to get a lot of great jumps. That's why sometimes your runners don't get great jumps. And you're like, man, he's fast. Why didn't he steal that bag? Well, he might be fast, but if you didn't get a good jump, you're not going to steal a bag in this game. That's just the way it goes, all right? So now, like I said just a minute ago, why do some guys feel not as fast when they have a high speed number, a higher speed number? It's this base running aggression number, all right? This is going to be how quickly they get out of the batter's box, how quickly they get down the line, how quickly they turn a bag, how well they make the turn, you know, how well they run the bases, how just quickly they react on the bases. That's going to be what this is. You know, let's say you overrun a bag and you need to turn and dive back to it real quick. How quickly are they going to make that turn? That number's low. They might fall. All right, they might turn and slip and fall, and you're going to be yelling and trying not to throw a controller. All right, trust me, I've done it. It happens all the time. All right, so that's what controls that is going to be your base running aggression number. So that's all of our hitting attributes. I think I went over them in pretty good detail. If you guys have any questions, as always, I answer every question that comes into the channel, man. So you guys make sure to do me a favor. Do me a favor, as always, smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel, man. Oh, down here. Subscribe. And we'll catch you guys on the pitching video tomorrow. Thanks. Peace.